Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the sacred space. I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad you are here. Listen, we're going to make a big announcement about July. We're going to get into the energy, overall energy surrounding you in July. This is the gateway of light activations. This is what you'll hear me shuffling in the background. But we're going to do some themes. Okay, I want you to let me know what you think about these themes as I shuffle. Okay, now we'll get into the reading after we get through the cards. Okay, so listen, I hope that makes sense what I just said. But the themes for July are going to be Mystic Mondays. That's going to be like secrets revealed. Okay, because I feel like if we dive into what's hidden beneath the surface, what you don't see coming and things like that, I think that would be very intriguing. Okay. Scorpios love the mystery. They love the power, and we love the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm saying they, because you should know that I'm a Scorpio sun. You hear me? But yeah, we'll pull some cards and see maybe what's coming to light for maybe love, career, even enemies in disguise. I don't know. Okay, something like that. Tuesdays, I'm thinking about calling Monday Mystic Mondays, secrets revealed. Tuesdays, I'm thinking about Treasure Tuesdays, money moves and manifestations. Okay. This category, you already know we want to hear about the money. So Tuesdays are going to be a high vibration finance day where we're going to tap into things like unexpected income, karmic debt, attracting abundance through laser focus. That something that only Scorpio can do. Also, we could get into like some things like cash flow forecast and what spirit wants us to know about our wealth path. That'll be for Tuesdays. And Tuesday is connected to Mars, which Mars is our original ruling planet. Okay, Scorpio. This deck right here, this is coming from the Archangel Michael, Sword of Light deck. And this is coming from the Energy Oracle. This deck right here is the Fairy Blessing Oracle. Okay, now these cards we're pulling off for your overall July energy. You understand? So I hope you're following me. So Wednesdays, I'm thinking about Witchy Wednesdays, like tapping into things like spiritual warfare and protection. This is going to focus the energy on protection, breaking hexes. You got a lot of blessings coming in July. Breaking hexes. Things like intuition strengthening or calling your power back, because we're known for being natural, like psychics and, shadowy kind of behind the scenes energy. Let's get a message from this deck right here. This is the Money Manifestation Oracle deck. Okay, this is the Money Manifestation Oracle. Okay. Yeah, so Witchy Wednesdays. And then Thursdays are going to be Thrive Thursdays. Okay. From pain to power. We're going to be thinking about rebirth, emotional healing, transformation. Okay. What we are releasing. What new version of us we're becoming. Things like that on Thursday. And on Fridays, they're going to be connected to something called Femme Fatale Friday. It sounds so French, doesn't it? But Fridays are going to be, since Friday is connected to Venus. Venus is connected to love, relationships, and it's also connected to money. But we're already talking about money really on Tuesdays. So on Friday, we will have some love, lust, and lessons kinds of readings. Okay. And I do have some decks that I pull out for personal readings, like personal love readings. And they kind of raunchy. You know what I'm saying? So Friday with the love, lust, and lessons, we may get into some little raunchy things may come out. But anyway, those are going to be Friday. Saturday is going to be dedicated to like shadow work. things like, what you could be avoiding. Okay, those readings may be the no fluff kind of readings. This is the money and job oracle. They're going to be no fluff kind of readings. We're going to be exploring limiting beliefs, sabotaging behaviors, hidden truths also. Okay, this is going to be ideal for calling us into the emotional and spiritual accountability part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what shadow work is all about. I dropped the card on the floor. And then Sunday, I'm thinking about Soul Path Sunday. What spirit needs you to know now? Okay. And that's going to offer clarity and insight on divine timing, soul contracts, the direction we're going in life. It's going to be great for like the big energy. Okay. And I'm thinking about, when I saw this card, the number 20 is connected to the Judgment card. Okay. So, wow, Sundays are going to be very, very powerful. What we're coming up out of the death energy. What version of us is dying, and what version of us is, being reborn, and how we're, kind of like the star card energy. For one thing, how we're healing, divine destiny and things like this. How we can shine. How we can shine our light and not dim. Those are going to be the days for Sunday. Okay, so I hope that you follow me while I was shuffling, because I was shuffling and talking about the decks. This is the career and life oracle. So I know that that could be kind of all over the place. For those of you who followed, then great. I might put the titles, the themes in the description box. We'll do that. I'll put the themes in the description box and kind of what they represent. You understand? Kind of go back over what I just said. Okay, perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you could be seeing everything in a brand new light that will help you get to where you want to be. Ooh. Interesting. So, yeah, Scorpio, I'll put those in the description box for anybody who that kind of might have went all over your head, because I was shuffling cards and calling out what the deck names are and everything while I was announcing what July is going to be talking about for what we're going to be talking about in July in the sacred space. Okay, this tarot deck is the Neon Tarot. This is the Neon Tarot. So we're just going to reveal all of these cards and see what the energy is for July overall for you, Scorpio. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to put a timestamp. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you made it this far in. But I guess when I go back and edit, I will show the timestamp of when we start reading the cards. Okay. Those two. We're going to get the top of the deck and the bottom of the deck. Okay. So let's get into our energy. If you really like the themes, go ahead and please give the video a thumbs up, okay? That'll kind of let me know. You can let me know in the comments also what you think about those themes, you hear me? So let's just get on into the tarot. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups. July, listen, July might feel good overall. You know, as we go day to day with those themes, I think it's going to really help us maybe kind of organize. But you're going to be doing things that fulfill you in July. You may have a lot of great offers coming in as well. You also have the Four of Cups. And you see how this person is, they have their back to the Three Cups. They're looking forward, okay? But it's like the figure is sitting in front of the tree, and behind the tree, just on the other side of the tree, is like that fourth cup. And what's being offered, there's like a little offering over here on the side as well. I don't know if you can see that hand offering up something. There's something Maybe in July you're going to be doing maybe some offerings. I really feel like you're going to be offering yourself some. There is all these cups. I just noticed. Goodness. 4, 5, and then you have the Knight of Cups. You got 6 cups. This Knight of Cups, I don't know if you noticed when it came out in the reverse. And I turned it around. So what's happening is, maybe you didn't used to pour into yourself enough, or maybe you hadn't been, because maybe at first you were focused on the 3 cups, all the things that didn't go right, being bored, and things like this. To sum it up, everything that didn't go right. So now it's like you cannot see what's happening in the future, but you must be trusting your intuition. You must be trusting the divine. You must be trusting your higher self. You must be trusting that everything is worked out and is great. You got to be turning something around in July where you're looking toward the future. And even though you don't know what lies ahead or just around the river bend, you know what I'm saying? I feel like optimistic and very, very hopeful with the Ace of Cups right here and the Knight of Cups. And you're like, all of this is for my benefit. Everything being offered to me is for my benefit. It's going to either allow me to move forward. It's going to call me to take some kind of action. And in July, you're going to be feeling free to do possibly whatever the bleep you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever feels good to you is what I feel like this is saying you're going to be doing. Okay, that top of the deck energy is the 5 of Wands. This is like you're fighting for your right. You know what I'm saying? You up for challenges. That's what's happening in July. And at the end of the day, you got the 5 of Cups right here also. This, I feel like, so you got 2 5s, one on the top and one on the bottom. So there's something that's going to change in a big way. The 5s are connected to the Hierophant, which is connected to like learning lessons. So in July, look at the 3 cups that you're leaving behind again. You're facing these 2 cups that's up ahead on this bridge. So through all the challenges, it doesn't matter what gets thrown at you in July. You're it would benefit. I feel like most of the collective is going to be looking like, listen, I can't let that hold me back. I cannot let that stop this flow. I can't let whatever this or that keep stopping Scorpio. I cannot do that anymore. I'm seeing like a bridge over troubled waters, but it's looking like a gap is being bridged. And I feel like you're looking ahead the whole month at the positive. A positive perspective. Okay? That's what your focus is going to be on, the positive perspective. That's what I believe. And that's what will be helpful anyway. You understand? So you have this message from Archangel Michael with the number 20 saying, no, it's not time yet. This is not the right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. So something is going to balance out. For some, it's going to be time to move ahead. For some, it's not. The Knight of Cups did come out in the reverse and I turned it around. Okay? So it could be, if it's easy to turn things around, do it. If it's something going against the grain, you see these grains of saying, if you got to go against the grain, then it's not time for that yet. Just chill, okay? But what you can change for the better, go ahead and change that. But I feel like for the most part, you're changing your view, your perspective on what is really happening in July for you. Okay? So with you got something about cryptocurrency coming through for somebody. That's on the money and job tip. Something about cryptocurrency for someone. On the money manifestation, you have the artist. A true artist lives through their art. Let your life be your canvas, and you will create your greatest masterpiece. And I think that's going to be your attitude. Okay. We'll get into the blessings last. So let's just sit those to the side. Let's see what came out for the energy from the energy oracle. See, you got the cornucopia. The number 11, new beginnings. And 1 + 1 is 2, which gives you high priestess energy. This is you really trusting your intuition, like everything is worked out for the best. I'm feeling very fortunate. I'm feeling, some of you are going to be feeling on top of the world most of the days. You're going to be feeling balanced. You're going to be feeling like you don't want for anything, really. You have everything that you need. Okay. I just heard gratitude. You're going to be showing a lot of gratitude for what you already have. Let's see what 2 gateways of light are opening up for you. The first gateway is the temple of truth, throat chakra energy, authenticity, and self-expression. Yeah. There it is. You're going to be speaking your truth. And I feel like walking and talking and living your full, true, authentic self. Okay. So with the throat chakra, I think that there's something that's going to be spoken into existence. I think something is going to be spoken into existence. Let's see what other gateway is open. You have the Thoth light codes. Light initiation, the great teacher awakens, and divine magic. That sums up what I was trying to say about that Hierophant energy. And I may have got to talking about something else. So I want to read this one from the guidebook. You have the Thoth light codes. And that message is saying you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories. But this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you, Scorpio. This is happening in July, you understand? You could already be feeling this energy now, though. It says, don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic. And evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time or through the month of July, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Okay, Scorpio. So let's get into these 3 blessings that are coming through for you in July. Also, the number 34 could be significant. You have the blessing of Bridget's flame, or Brigide's flame. The blessing of Brigide's flame. And I did not intend to have more than one, but I just kept what came out. So just sit with me, Scorpio. This is on page 101. So talk about new beginnings. Okay, it's on page 101, and it says the fiery gift to light the dark spaces, to bring spring into winter's heart. She chooses to bring her gift now, the fairy blessings, to light the darkness and bring warmth to you once again. Her heart is aflame, her eyes like 2 green lakes, and her hair like the field of gold. She is the goddess Bridget, or Brigide. She who unites us, she who protects us, and she who inspires us has claimed you as under her watch and protection. Her flame, it says, flame from the cleanest. Bridget is a fairy goddess of flame. Flame from the cleanest, most primal source. Her name means bright arrow, almost as if she is a ray of light directly from the sun. And this fairy ignition is key to the birthing of ideas and ideals. And thus, in this way, she brings her fire to your blessing and ensures you will be warmed, that sacred hospitality will reign, and that all will be welcomed. That solar light will burn brightly for you. Bridget's fairy light is a brightness that brings warmth and new life, even to rebirth our souls to us all. She is able to burn away within us whatever is harming us, and she is able to illuminate our very best traits within us too. And she will help us who receives this blessing of her holy fires move further into our own creative power in a healthy, beneficial way that's going to help people and contribute to our very best selves. She oversees creative endeavors, poetry, our creative endeavors. Hold on. Poetry, and so the words that are spoken will touch our souls. She is a Smith. Somebody's last name could be Smith. So she helps us create alchemy and bringing together the differences in order to create something greater, something united. She is transcendent of labels. Call her what you will, goddess, saint, pagan, fairy, woman. She will bring wealth and healing and great good to all who receive this blessing. Where her sacred flame is, peace is found, inspiration is birthed, goodness abounds, abundance flows, creativity is celebrated, and a sense of united purpose completes us to bring us home. She is the fairy goddess, and she has walked forward with a candle lit from a flame within her heart, and her fire shall unite and delight you who receives you who receives its gift this day. Blessings, human child, and may Brigid the Swan. Oh, there it is. I think this is the one. I'm going to show you the other two, but this one is the one. That's the main blessing, because she's summing up all of the themes that we're going to get into. She's like all encompassing everything that I have already mentioned. And then with the swan coming out right there on the career and life, and she is representation of the swan. That's one of her representations. She's the nurturer, the sword maiden, the mother, the fairy goddess of the old lands, and she's going to be with us in July. Okay, so let's see what the other two were. The number 29, the blessing of time. So this is saying with the Knight of Cups, this is like the things are slowing down. Some things are slowing down, but the Knight of Cups did come in the reverse. So some things are naturally going to speed up too, but it's going to be kind of like it's upside down. You know how something is upside down. It's like when we slow down and we become meticulous and focused and driven, then it's like blessings speed up. So we have the blessing of time. We don't have to rush anything. And so in July, you're going to be feeling like, I have time. I do have time. I do have time. But you're not going to allow that to make you stagnant. Because you have time for this or for that, sometimes people will slow down and say, well, eventually this is going to come. And no. With cryptocurrency, I feel like this is something like new, different. You know, like paper money is, you know, outdating, and then we have this new form of currency that's going to, you know, come in and take over or something like that. So gone are the days of you just sitting in the stale, stagnant energy talking about, I know I got time for this or that because what's for me is not going to pass me by, and blah, blah, blah. We're going to be putting in action, okay, to make things happen. Oh, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, intending, set an intention for the collective to get into that energy. But we have the blessing of time. The number 29 is 11. That's justice. Okay, and we also have number 24 with a blessing of the wild within. There's that throat chakra energy coming out again. A blessing of the wild within. So this goes back to that message I read somewhere talking about expressing the true, authentic self. Self-expression, authenticity, right here with the throat chakra gateway opening up. Okay. So those are the messages for overall energy, what I'm seeing today for July. Hopefully I will see you in the readings every day in the month of July. Also, hopefully the themes, you will like the themes. And even if you figure I don't want to hear about love, but maybe you chime in and listen in, and it could be something, some other subliminal messages that come through for you. You know, even if you're not ready to open up to a relationship, just hearing about the energy surrounding you, it could ignite something within you. But anyway, thank you so much for spending this time with us. And until next time, Scorpio, we'll see you in another video. Love.